I'm live. I have my headphones in and no one's here yet, but I might have a guest. And I don't know if anyone's listening. So we're about to find out. I have one guest slot remaining. Outstanding. God damn it, I don't know how any of this bullshit works. So I scheduled one, right? And how do you how do you tell the streaming software to go to the one that you have scheduled for the upcoming? Anywho, so I'm just messing around with this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care that much, and I guess we'll figure it out in a minute. Live TV, folks. So, for what I'm doing for anyone interested right now is I'm just trying to monkey around with some of the basic shit, like how to add people, how to share the screen, how to play a video in another tab so it's on the screen and there's no echo and yada yada yada. And going live is a little bit, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like I'm shy or anything like that, but going live by yourself and talking, so it's not like, oh, you're just and you have something to say that's interesting. Yeah, no. That's so easier said than done. I don't know how some of these dickheads do this. Woo! Oh my God, Miss Tay's here. Jake Hudson's here. Jake Hudson wants the link. Shit, Jake Hudson. You might get the link. Deb, hurry up. Miss Tay, how you doing? Miss Tay, you don't like going on you haven't gone on live, have you? You like to lurk and have fun in the chat, don't you? So I'm about to do some of the most janky, dumb stuff. Right, I'm gonna have to put the mic down so I can type. Isn't it fun to see someone that doesn't know what they're doing? So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, hey Jake, thanks for reposting that for me. So but I will let you know. It's like if Deb is gonna try to come on, I did already ask her. So if you come on, just keep in mind that I don't. This software that I'm using, it only lets me have one person at a time because it's the first one that I picked out of throwing a dart against the wall. So, but I'm gonna send Jake the link here in a second, and we're just gonna bullshit. And Jake is always used to being the one sending the link. So now I got to find you in here again. Jake, where'd you go? There you are. All right, Jake. It should be as simple as clicking the link and joining, but if not, I guess we'll find out, buddy. Here it comes. Yeah, thank you again. Hey, thanks for stopping by for a minute, Miss Tay. I appreciate you. It's just very, very nice to have you around. So we'll see if I can't figure it out. See, everything I'm doing right now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally just sent the first person in history a link, right? Now I'm going to find out if Jake can click the link and join. Yes. And then I got to find out, how does it look on my end, when someone's backstage, and how do I add them, and yada, yada, yada. So, and now I'm going back to being like randomly quiet while I talk. Hey, it says it in my ear that Jake Hudson joined, and now I'm hitting show on screen.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey,
you?
what's up?
Hey, you
Can you
doing
hear
good?
me?
Yeah, I can
I'm
hear
doing
you.
okay.
Ah,
I can
cool.
hear you. What's up? Hey, by the way, that's what I love about that. It tells you who's in the who just joined.
Yeah. Which one are you using? Are you using Streamlabs,
I
StreamYard, or what?
I use I use multiple. I use Rumble Studio, Restream, Streamlab, formerly known as Melon because I knew
Okay.
it as Melon. StreamYard, and I also have used EVMux before.
Okay. Hey, give me.
Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. If you don't mind, keep talking. I've got to send a message, so it's good to hear your voice.
Yeah. Type I'm like a little. If you guys, tweet the stream, share the stream out, y'all. If you guys can, let's get some people in here. Uh, by the way, if you guys are noticed, yesterday I was eating some peanut butter and I realized I lost a tooth in peanut butter.
Whoa, hang on. We've got an exclusive here, guys.
Yeah, but so. By the way, today was crazy on Deb's panel.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
It was crazy on that panel.
that's
But
all
you know
good.
what? You know what? I do. Here's the thing. I just want to say that this is not the first time that I've been around with someone that has face paint on their face. I've been around people. I've been around people that wear. Uh, Here's the thing. I'm an ICP guy. ICP. I've never listened to their music, but I watched their wrestling show.
Oh, okay.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Juggalo Championship Wrestling. If you
Oh
ever
yeah.
watch, so here's the thing: if you ever watched, so that's actually a reference. JCW doesn't mean Juggalo Championship Wrestling. It's actually Juggalo Championship Wrestling or Jersey Championship Wrestling.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Hey Jake, now I did promise Deb the link first.
I'll leave.
And if you're around in a little bit, you can come back on if you want, because we're just messing around and bullshitting if you want to. Does that sound like a plan? Oh, he's gone. Okay. And now it's the time where I don't know what to talk about, and we went silent. I don't like how this where the camera is exactly, so I'm gonna have to mess around with that if I'm going to do my deal. And if you're out there, please continue to watch, because I would like for you to, come on again in a bit. Ah, I am so easily distracted by all the noises of the internet. My notifications are going off on these random ass things. So, Deb, I hope you're ready to click that link. Because I have some really basic questions that I need answered. I just ran into something that I don't know how to do, and it seems it's got to be simple. It's got to be a simple thing.
Hello.
Ah,
Ah!
okay, fine. Yeah, you're doing what they call in the industry returning the favor.
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing good, trying to figure this stuff out. Okay, so now you're my second guest because Jake Hudson was just on. So
Well, you're only allowed one at a time, apparently. It said broadcast has reached guest limit.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like I know. I mean, okay, I'm trying to put the make the words leave my brain and come out my mouth. Like all right, I know this one is free as it stands right now. If I want to have more than one guest at a time, I'm gonna have to pay for it. But at the same time, it's kind of like okay, the give and take in my brain is like I'm not gonna just throw money at this stuff, and if I'm not gonna use it, kind of like I got that Compound Media subscription last year, and I've probably only watched like a maximum of 10 hours of Compound
Right.
Media, and I mean, I'm not even saying it's not a good value, but like I bought the thing for $120 or
Oh,
whatever
you
it
used it a
was.
year. Don't mind me vaping.
No,
I'm
vape
I'm a good
away.
girl on the stream. I have a wholesome image on the stream, but I love to vape.
Yeah, vape
So
away. So like, but then I was like, so I don't want to like throw money into like some streaming software, and then I'm like, oh, I never use this thing, and now I'm out
that's
like a
what I
couple of
did. Well, monthly I have EV Mux, right? The one that Pat uses and a lot of people use that. And that works
yeah.
with the super tips. That's 25 a month. StreamYard though, if you use the free one, you can have like more than one person at a time.
Okay.
So I would do that instead of this one, to be honest with you, because you're gonna want sometimes an extra person on.
Yeah, that's the other thing I got to figure out too. It's like for like my personality, it's like I don't lend well with like I can't do this by myself.
I
There's
can't
no
either. I
way.
mean, I
Yeah.
I feel real stiff. I don't feel like myself until people show up.
Yeah, but it's like, but I have that like kind of like this software. I've got that guest limit too. It's like if there's
Yeah.
more than like for me, I think I lend myself best if there's a maximum of 3 people on the string, 2 and 3 people. Once it gets past that, then I'm trying to like, okay, how am I even gonna jump in here? And when I do, I gotta make hay while the sun is shining and have something interesting to say.
You know what though? I always swore, before I started this with Dan, right?
Yeah.
Like on my own, like last week was the first one. I said, "Oh, I don't want to be Clown Town. Not that I don't like them or anything, but I don't want to be Clown Town or BYB and have a million people on the screen. I only want two or three at maximum, like two other people with me." Well, what happened? I had like how many, right? Six at one point,
Yeah, yeah.
including myself. And I was like, it worked out. The biggest thing is sometimes you have to kind of take control, and Jake is easy. He'll talk the whole show over
Oh
everybody,
yeah.
but just be kind to him and like kind of friendly, be like a mom, or a dad, and he'll kind of cooperate. And I'm not shy about muting him. When I heard like whatever he was running there, I don't know what he was doing. I was like, you know what, this is distracting. I mute him,
Yeah.
or I'll kick him if his camera goes out. Sometimes I'll just kick him, and he's still there, but I just put him away for a little bit, and he fixes what he's doing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to figure that stuff out too. But all right. I guess question one, and this might be a software question. It might be like, well, it's different for all the different ones or anything. You know how, like, in YouTube, like you did today, you set the timer basically, hey, we're going to go live at 1 o'clock. And then magically at 1 o'clock, whatever you're using, it all just, how am I going to say this? It works. Like what I did is I set a timer for,
It's not gonna. I'm gonna interrupt you.
yeah.
It's not gonna go on at. You can set the timer, and the people will know. Hey, Harley's going on at whatever time. Let's get in the chat room and wait. It doesn't go on magically. I have to get it going.
Hmm.
So if I say 2 o'clock and I fall asleep and I wake up at 5 o'clock and decide to run it, then that's when it's gonna run. I have to turn the car on.
Yeah, yeah. But when you like click go live or whatever, how does it know to magically go to the place on YouTube where you originally scheduled, hey, this is where I'm going to go live? Is there some kind of setting you got to monkey with or something?
It's like create live. See the chat. It's linked to the channel.
Uh-huh.
So Dan's been making the rooms for me, but I know
Uh-huh.
how to do it. I have to go to create live stream
Mhm.
and then I can schedule it, or I don't even have to schedule it and no one's going to know it's coming. But I do create live stream and then it's set. And I can also go live impromptu. If I decided to go back in there, I could just create a live stream and go on. And
Now,
no,
now, are you talking about you're doing all this in the software, or are you doing some of this in YouTube and some
I,
of this in the software?
I think I can do it all in the software. Dan kind of sets it up for me,
Okay.
like the room, but I might go live this week. Maybe if you want to come back on, maybe we'll do the mental health this week even, if
Yeah.
you're not doing anything. Uh and I won't invite anybody. I just want to do that one on one. Maybe like the only one I was gonna really add was Crumb Bum because he's real mellow. Like
Okay.
he's real mellow and he's smart. But I was ideally gonna do that one on one with you. So what we could do is we could, do something like that. But I'm more than happy for us to go on with this. But I think you're very limited with this. But if that's all you want is just to talk and not have clips and all the other stuff, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I would also get play around with StreamYard. The free one has enough for somebody to start.
Okay. But now with the free version of StreamYard, you're limited to what, like 4 hours of streaming a month or something like that? Or do you know off the
Four or
top of your
six, I don't remember. I got rid of StreamYard personally. I'm going to use EV Mux unless Dan was saying he might have a way to add me to his account.
Uh-huh.
Because he paid, StreamYard went up from like $25 a month to 50, and that's too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, $50 a month.
Yeah, for something, if you're not making it back, then
I mean, you're not going to make it back for a while.
yeah, no, that's the thing.
What did we make today? Uh, Dan sent me the playboard because we're like, Dan beefs with Chad. So Chad's always, oh, Dan only did this, Dan only did that. Now, last week, we grossed $68. That's great.
Yeah.
This week, I got $4 on the one that crashed
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
and
right.
22 on this one, which was good. For me, that's like, wow. That's like amazing. But you got to remember too, I'm coming into a monetized channel that's already been set up.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I want to set up my own channel because what happens? God forbid Dan had a ski mask. It's like Stancil. I
yeah,
don't have access to this unless we make some kind of arrangement. Maybe we should. If it takes off, I'm going to talk to him about like, hey, if something happens to me, he just goes on. I have access to StreamYard. I have admin access to StreamYard, but I don't have access to YouTube. So, like, if something happened, I don't want to jinx anybody, but if something happened and I was to continue, just like where Stancil's at right now,
yeah.
any super chats are like in limbo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard was like,
But I didn't want to go on and on about money and morbid shit about ski mask.
Yeah.
But basically, what they would have to do is show the death certificate and blah blah blah, and they could get it. I didn't want to really go in depth in that. I wasn't about talking about money and ski mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try to mess around, like to see if we can or how you can arrange things. Did it actually change on your end?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So we
So
got.
yeah.
So we
I don't
got.
know how many. I don't know how many positions you have. That's good. That's a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
See, what I was trying to do, and I know there's a way to do it. What I was trying to do was like when somebody was telling a story, like yourself, I wanted you to be like bigger than the rest. Every time I clicked what I thought would do that, made me bigger.
Oh
You know.
yeah. That, that's a thing. It's like, as intuitive they think they make this software. And I'm a tech guy, but I've never messed around with this stuff. It's
No,
like,
I haven't either. I'm pretty tech savvy, and I feel like an idiot when I play with this sometimes.
yeah.
Each week it's getting better. We had a rough start. Oh well, it picked up at the end though. We got to like 46 people at one point.
Oh yeah.
We had a lot of people at the end.
Did you happen to notice what the maximum amount of people was watching last week at one time?
I didn't fixate on it. I'll say 39 was what
Okay.
which I was impressed with. I expected 10, if that, 10 or 20.
Shit.
I set my expectations very low.
That's like, okay, all right. So the first one that I just hit, go live, and I gave like, I don't know. I tweeted it a few times during the day, like, hey, I'm going to try to go live later today. And it's like I saw after the fact that said it said
Oh,
something like 50 views. I was like, 50 people watched this shit at least for a couple of minutes for it
right.
to count, because I know you got to watch it for a little bit for it to
Like a
count as the
couple minutes.
view.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And then people actually started commenting. I'm like, God damn, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. but yeah, I don't know. I think in a perfect world, like in a perfect world where the most interesting thing on the planet happens to me, to where people are like, we've got to check this fucker out. I'm gonna have to learn or pay someone to do all the, basically to be the Jamie, and I ain't paying Jamie
Yeah.
for Joe Rogan.
I know.
But I'm not about to do that up
You know
front.
what? Just figure it
Yeah,
out yourself.
yeah,
We're not paying anybody, so what? We fuck it up. It's kind of charming.
yeah. That's the thing
It's kind
too.
of endearing, that you're bumbling along. Shmuel learned on the fly too. He had like all kind. He still does sometimes have tech problems. What are you doing? What's that? A pick? I thought
Yeah,
that was a knife. You were
no,
holding
no.
something when we were on. I'm like, he's waving around a knife.
I mean, it could kill
Oh,
someone.
you know what? I have one of those. Yes, I have one of those. It looked like a knife,
I'm just
but
trying to keep the hair out of the paint as much as
yeah,
possible.
yeah.
It's half a nervous tick and
I
half
gotcha.
keeping the hair. But that's the thing, is like, I'm well aware of all my ticks and stuff. So
Yeah,
most
I am
people
too.
aren't.
No, I am, and I know when I do it. But I think like play around with this,
Yeah.
and it says we're live. It says live 24/18. We're not though, right?
I don't know what I'm doing. I get we could be, but we haven't said anything bad.
We have
Says
chat. We have chat.
okay. I mean, I guess if you go to the link, then hey, we haven't said nothing bad, so we don't have to worry about the ending the stream and deleting the video.
Stream. Are we live? I don't even know.
I'm going to my own channel on this other computer, and yes, we are live. We are streaming. And there is a chat. Hey, there's Nodak. He's even
I
saying hit the
know
like button.
Dak. I know Dak. So we got Miss Tay. That's good for people. Oh well, good thing I'm dressed.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't know what you meant exactly when you said as long as it's just practice. Now it makes sense. I think you were thinking that we were doing a Zoom call.
I thought we were like just practicing, like playing to
Uh,
see how to work and move the people around and stuff. And I'm like clicking on the chat here like I'm controlling it.
yeah, maybe you should control all this bullshit.
You
Oh
can try.
God, that would have been something else if you'd have been dropping truth bombs and like, wow, she's really cutting loose. She doesn't care if anyone sees this
I'm like,
video.
that Mr. Blue Sky man, what the fuck? And how about, Stevie Blue and all that?
And how about when such and such said this and I rolled my eyes? That was so horrible. And let me get a list of people I hate in the Dabbleverse, but they think I like them. And I'm going to start with the letter A.
See, I pulled my bed sheets down. Part of my thing is having the bed made, the
Yeah.
pillows, and I was I was going to watch Win by Two.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to be all wholesome and not vape, and they all caught me.
Oh, please. I'm like,
Oh,
who cares? I mean,
who cares? I know.
it's like even if that is some kind of violation of YouTube terms
It's
of
not.
service.
It's not. It's not. It's like a CBD, like for like supposedly for the pain from my foot.
Yeah.
And I don't think it does anything. Like I bought it, after the surgery, and
Oh,
it's more like a nervous thing. But I never want to be like one of these streamers that's like constantly vaping. Yeah. But it's like it become like a nervous, not an addiction thing, but because I can like leave it somewhere and lose it and not worry about it.
yeah.
But it is something that like it's like almost like a nervous kind of comfort thing.
Oh, okay.
How many people do we have watching?
Right now, let me refresh this. I'm doing it in a weird low tech way. Like I'm looking at it at another computer.
Lo-fi.
Yeah. Like right now, it's saying 1. No, we're gonna drop truth bombs. Let's drop them.
All right. I think Nodak's the only one that's in here.
So this is the tribute to Nodak show. Let's talk about our Nodak memories and everything we like.
I do want to talk to him because when I was working, I'm employed by them, but I'm waiting for another contract. Yeah. And I worked for a government contractor administering exams to 4th and 8th graders. And I had to set up all the tech, which is funny because it's like getting the video. I still have the pineapple on the other screen from earlier, But but I mean, getting all the getting the hang of this is fine. I learn best honestly by trial and error. Yeah, and I'm that helps. So.
Yeah, I mean, all the little things that I need to learn is like, okay, if like we were just talking about, like, how do I tell YouTube I want to go live and have it scheduled so people have the link ready and then they can just go to it. I don't know. I'm having trouble. I'm mumble mouthing this. I'm not explaining myself right.
I think you're better off because Jake Hudson had said at 6:32. He said you're only allowed one person on the free version of this. He does use the free version of this.
Yeah.
What am I here? Is my TV playing?
Yeah, your TV's playing.
That's like I had it on YouTube on pause because I was going to watch Win by Two and see, the rest of his show. And I want to see what Kevin Brennan said about us last night. And it was last night he talked about us?
It was the other day. It was when he was going through the playboard or whatever.
Oh, he does that every day. That's not a way to find him.
I mean, the easiest way to find him is basically this. It's it's another. I guess you could call it a trick. You could pause his video, and that is on your end, right? Because I don't have anything playing.
No, I got to go get the remote. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. It's all good.
Last night. But again, experts really raising questions about that, saying as long as you have this 60% of enriched uranium stored
All
in
right.
this facility that is so deep underground.
Well, Nodak, you got to see my scrawny legs there for a second. All right.
So if Nodak, if that's your kink, you got to
Yeah.
see that for a bit.
You know what happened? I had it on YouTube and I had it like on pause, and I guess eventually it times out and goes back to TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's going on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, that's weird.
This is the Nodak show. And so I was saying.
All Nodak all the time. You're doing great.
Aw.
You Nodak.
Now, do you know how to show the chat? Click on it. Click on it, and it'll come up on the screen.
Show the chat. Let's see if I can see that on my end.
I have the chat on the right of my screen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. Like where it's like showing like almost like the replay of the chat, and it would be basically where you're sitting. It's just like going up this.
Right. And because
I don't see that option.
Click on chat. There's a bubble in the right corner that says chat, and if you click on it, it says it'll either hide it or bring it out, and the control for it is up arrow and C.
Well, let's see if that works, because I am not seeing that. Up arrow and C, you say?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I can do it.
I'm learning this with you. I'm just looking at it here.
I hit the magic combination, but
just hit in on the right hand screen where we are in.
Yeah.
There should be like a cartoon bubble.
Okay.
And it says chat. And if you click that, that's going to toggle out the chat. So you can hide it and you can have it.
Yeah, I do not see that. I really don't see that. I mean, the right-hand side of my screen, at the very top, it starts with default profile.
I have share. What is this? Streamlabs. Then I have a bunch of like a grid pattern, and it's other things we can buy. I have stream, private, a down arrow, auto scroll. And it says that's on, and then chat. See, if I click on it, it doesn't do anything because it's your thing.
Yeah.
Let me see something. It says share screen. Maybe I can share the screen. Heads up before you share screen.
Yeah, make sure you don't have your bank information.
Oh, I got the pineapple up here. That's I think
as long as it's not. As long as it's
I understand. Here we go. I understand. Let's pros. Oh wait, what's this? Hold on a second. Let me get out. Chat looks different. No, it didn't. All right. Share screen. All right. I understand. Let's proceed. Window. All right. That's the pineapple. Okay. Good. Here we go. Let me see. Choose what you want to share. I think sort of this integrates with StreamYard. It looks like the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Down at the bottom, it's saying, show on stream Deb's screen. So
okay, you have to accept that. Yeah.
Yep. So.
God, Inception! Holy moly!
So yeah. So I don't think what's happening here is something I can fix.
But you know what? Leave it up here for a second.
Okay.
Forget about this shit in the middle. Okay. That's where we were.
Yeah.
See this? What I see here?
Yeah. That's what we want.
So I'm going to do it because look, chat, then it goes away. Chat, then it goes away. So that's what you want. I don't know why you don't have it. So
maybe it's well.
Also, let's see, auto scroll. Let's see what that does. Okay, auto scroll, and yeah. So that, do you have any of this? Do you have that even without it out?
I don't see that at all. Not over here. I don't. I nothing I'm seeing here.
I feel like I have more controls than you do, and that's weird. But I also think that this is something that sort of works with StreamYard. I'm not familiar with it. I know people integrate it with StreamYard. You would probably have to talk to somebody else on this. I'm just playing with it with you. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
happy to mess around. That's for
that's all we're
sure.
doing. We're just messing around.
What does this do? I might crash your whole chat. Oh, enable dark mode. I like dark
Oh,
mode.
that looks way better.
Oh, I do everything in dark mode. I hate the white mode. All right. This is an instance where I prefer dark. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God Almighty! Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
See,
know
now you
how.
can see it better. You can see it better here, maybe.
All right, let's try this again. Show me exactly from the very beginning. Like, all right, if I guess if you were in charge, where would I go again exactly for this chat setting? And kind of move your mouse slow. I see you
Okay.
moving. Okay, you're going to the right. You're going to the right. And I'm just trying to see where you land on.
Do you see the chat in my screen?
I see the chat in your screen, but where you went to make them show up.
That's where I stopped. Do you see where I stopped?
Yeah, you're in
Like-
this area.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I don't have that on my side. It's almost like we're looking at the same software, but for some reason, mine is different.
Right. I'm not sure, you know.
I guess I'll just have to abandon ship on that for now.
You know, I would talk to with this. I don't know why I have more than you.
Yeah.
I would look at. I'll tell you what I'd look into. Restream.
Uh-huh.
That's actually very inexpensive. I have it. I'm probably going to get rid of it. I don't use it, but I got it on some kind of intro when everybody ditched StreamYard, when they doubled their price. People started looking for alternatives. They left mice out, rats and mice, and they all scurried to find something else. Most of them.
Uh-huh.
And Restream is one, and I still have it. And it's like $7.50 a month because I quit. And they're like, "Oh, please don't go. We'll give it to you for $7.50 a month for life." And I don't think I'm going to keep it though. And I have the EV Mux. I paid $25 for that. And I wanted to get that set up, and I'm paying for it, and that's my own fault because I was lazy with you. I wanted to stream with you for 8 months now. It's like, nah, not this week, nah. And that was more nerves. And just oh, let me put it off. Procrastination. Let me put it off. And then I just ended up thrown into it last week running it, and multitasking isn't really always my thing. I'm more a focus. When I see things that involve a lot of multitasking, I want to do one thing right at a time. That's just how my brain works, But I can juggle when I need to.
Yeah, that's what we always say in job interviews. It's like, how are you with multitasking? I love it.
Oh, I'm great. Oh, I'm the best. Yeah.
I'm the best. I mean, I can't count how many interviews I've been on in the past where I'd be like, God, if I just love, texting while on the phone, while, updating an Excel sheet, while answering an instant message, and
looking at a knowledge base, manual. Because I did different work. I did a call center work, but remote. Yeah. And I had done Dish Network. I remember I did that years ago. Yeah. That was okay though. Everybody had the same problem. They sat on their remote and now they moved to the source. So instead of TV, they see video one.
Video one, yeah.
Yeah. Other steps were unplug it, plug it back. Oh, wait 30 seconds. And that's when I'd sit back. Not yet. And sit there and relax. But
now when you were in the call center world, were you on a dedicated tech skill, or did they have you in one of those universal skills where you might take a tech call, then you might take a billing call, then you might
I was just tech. I was just tech. So I was tier 1.
Okay.
But really, I never had to escalate to tier 2. It was all on the screen. And I didn't have back then, I didn't have 2 monitors. Really
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
not many people did at that point. Um, and it was easy though once you got the hang of it. It was like, okay, they're calling for this, and you click. Ask them this. Yes, do this. If no, do that. If go on, and it had like for every issue, it had like a knowledge base.
Yeah, they had a lot of the companies like that. Basically, they had a tech portal, and as long as you figured out exactly what they were calling in about, you were almost reading a script to them. It's like you just said. First, try this.
Right.
That doesn't work. Try this. If that doesn't work, try this. If you get all the way to the end and you've done everything, then you pretty much got to break the news. It's like, listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you're hitting the wrong button or whatever, but looks like to get this fixed, we're going to have to send someone out to
That
your
was
house.
the ultimate. I sent so many guys out.
Yeah.
Because when you got to the end was like basically their shit's fried. Send a guy out, and it's not your problem. I mean, rarely if ever did I have to deal with Tech 2 and
Yeah.
send anybody out anywhere. I mean, not Tech 2 to send them over there, but it's gotten more. I don't do it now, but it's been a fallback job, and I've done it really for years and years. I've done it remote for years, and I've done it as a side job. And I don't mind it. I think it's going to go away soon.
Eventually with AI.
Oh, I'll tell you, Harley, I have Sirius Radio, and I only get it when it's on a promo because it's mad expensive. And I set my Amazon, I call it Alice, okay, because I don't want it to go off. I set my Alice to remind me a day before when different subscriptions are going to auto renew at a higher price.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me pop out the chat. Let's see if we got anybody. All right. I think abandoned ship here. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. But I called the other day, and it was AI. It said, "Hello, I'm your auto assistant. Please tell me your problem." It was like, are you calling about the blank, blank, blank car, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do? And I'm like, cancel. Okay, I understand you would like to cancel, but we would like to offer you Sirius XM for $8.99 a month or whatever. It was like $15.99. I said no.
Yeah.
They only went down as far as $8.99.
Okay.
So then they canceled. I said cancel. But then I went on Reddit and saw they had a promo, and I clicked that, and I re-upped it at so with tax and all the fees, it's like $5.35 a month.
Ah, lucky.
You know what? Always cancel it. Never pay full price.
No, never do that. No, and
they're really good about lowering the price, and if they don't go as low as you want to go, look online, Google it, look on Reddit, and you'll find like links to other stuff.
Like my story's very similar. I didn't call them. I didn't try to call them. What I did a couple of weeks ago was, I screwed up and I didn't pay attention for a month. And I was like, oh shit, I'm back to being billed full price for this bullshit.
Right.
And I forgot about it. I was like, I'll do that at work tomorrow when I go to work. That'll just be something I do while I'm at work. So I had a chat agent, but I never talked to a human chat agent. It was all AI. And I did the same thing, cancel. And they said, what's the reason you want to cancel? The cost of it.
Right.
And they didn't even do the I guess we'll just call it tiering or whatever. They didn't try to go to $15.99 and then $7.50. They just jumped straight to $7.50 on me, and I was like, "Fuck, okay." And I said, "Yes."
That's fair. That's okay. Yeah, definitely.
And the whole interaction with the AI. I mean, I was probably on with this AI chat agent a grand total of 2 minutes before I got. Yeah.
Same. And I didn't get my $5 offer, so I noped out of it. And they're good about refunding you because Sirius, the full package now anymore is like $27.99 and then tax and all that.
Yeah.
It was like $32 that they owe me from the other account that the one I canceled.
Yeah.
But Sirius is good because they will just like keep lowering the price and lowering the price and lowering the price. Because a lot of people get it free with the new cars.
Yeah.
And their hope is you forget you have it.
Oh, that's exactly
all these
the hope.
subscriptions, all of these things. And every once in a while, we were talking about my friend with the shitty finances, right?
Yeah.
I review my finances, and once in a while I get this like panic mode, like I don't know, I get this thing like let's cut the fat. I doge myself. I say, you know what? I got a subscription to this guy's YouTube channel. Why?
Why?
I don't watch it. I got a subscription to this guy's channel. I have this show. Why? Like even like I had Red Bar.
Okay.
He's got a great show. He's sick, right? So he doesn't do shows a lot. So why am I paying $11 a month and he goes 6 months without doing shows? So if I really want to watch it and it's something I really need to see, then I can always pay the $11 and watch that show.
Yeah.
Every other show he does for free. And I can find clips. I can go, look at Reddit and different. Facebook has a Reddit page on it. I can look at different things. But every once in a while, I go through it because I get on a spree where I want to support all like the people in our group, like our friends, because I think we're all supportive of one another.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact like people came over today, they were supporting the channel. Stevie Lou. At least I didn't expect him and Jake and all these different people. And I guess Win by 2 sent people over. Hack Ride sent people over.
Yeah.
And we had like, 15, maybe 11, the whole thing. And all of a sudden it shot up.
Yeah.
When I noticed it at its peak, it was like 46 people. There could have been more.
Could have been.
I don't stare at that number. I'm trying to look at everybody else. But I think with this, I don't know if I'm crazy about this. This is way limited. If you're only ever going to do a one-on-one, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I would look at free StreamYard, EV Mux. I'm going to learn EV Mux. If I can't piggyback on Dan's account, I'm going to learn EV Mux.
Yeah, I'll just have to figure out what the most affordable one with what I'm going to really use it for. I mean, it's never going to be like Tukey's show.
Right.
I'm not fooling myself into that.
Right. I'm not fooling myself into anything. And I like lo-fi is fine. Public access style is fine. Because in the end of it, all that other stuff is fun. But it's really about listening to the people talking and what they have to say. Why do you watch any show? You want to hear what the people are talking about. So you need something maybe to play clips if you want to. You talk about a clip, and you need something to have maybe 2 more people. Have 3 people max, whatever your cutoff is.
Yeah, my cutoff, I couldn't handle doing more than 4. Or I'm just not going to talk. I'm just going to.
You just have to kind of wait. I've been practicing this too because I used to cut off people a lot. And I sometimes feel I still do. But sometimes if you're the host, you have to kind of take the reins.
Yeah.
And you have to sort of wait for that pause and then get in there. Like in especially if you have. I'm a talker, but if you have other talkers. Sometimes you have to sort of just get in there and just wrangle it. I guess it's like a herd, wrangle everybody. And I'm still learning that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can't figure. I was messing around with it the other day, and I had it figured out to where I could, have part of the screen showing what I'm looking at, like on Twitter or whatever. So
I have stream and private.
Yeah, there was something.
I'm going to do something. You ready? I'm going to click private. I'm going to see what it does.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, it's to private chat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me.
I don't even know how to get to the private chat. So that's why I would be telling you and everybody else, you got to tell me something. Just send it on Twitter. I've got a computer right off screen here that I'm looking at Twitter on. So this is the other thing. It's like this is just me talking about, just going back what we were talking about a second ago. Is like I did the same thing you did. I wanted to support all of these shows and all of these podcasts, but then you get into microtransaction hell. It's like, $5 on its own ain't no big deal, but when you start adding
it, when you start adding it up, like even I have all the different streaming services. I have, like basic ones like Netflix, Hulu. I always do Black Friday. So you get 99 cents a month. They have the ads, and the ads are getting a little more intrusive on these apps.
Yeah.
But I do the ads, whatever. That's when I go to the bathroom. That's when I go, like, maybe do something around, like if I have to make my bed or go down, if I'm downstairs, I start something I'm cooking. And, but I have like the Netflix with the ads. I have HBO Max. But after a while, you start adding these up and you're like, okay, am I going a couple months and not watching them? It's better to if you have a show you like, subscribe for the show, and then when it ends, cancel it. And then when another show you like comes on, just re-up. It might save a couple months.
Yeah. How Netflix, it used to be just the greatest. It was like $10 a month.
Oh God, I used to get the DVDs and all that stuff, and I'd get those DVDs in 2 days.
Oh,
I've had Netflix on and off since the early 2000s. I mean,
same.
I got, what did I get? Like a TV or I got not a VCR, but a DVD player, and it had like a coupon. Netflix had a big sticker on it.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like sign up, and I did. And I would get all like multiple DVDs at a time because this was really pre-streaming. It was all DVDs, and I would want to watch them because I was excited to get like more mail. I like to get mail. That's why I have a post office box. Ah, damn it! I forgot to push the post office box. Damn it!
You forgot the post for the gifts.
For the gifts, just send me some stickers or something. So I will send you. You have to send me your address.
Yeah,
I will send you a gift box. Like,
that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dox you. Don't worry. I'm not gonna go over your house.
There's only a handful of people I would trust having extra information on me, and you're one of them.
Thank you. I got a lot of people's addresses. Like I have Stalin. I sent him some stuff. I'm not doxing anybody. I'm not showing up to anybody's house and stuff like that.
I mean, I I've had the problem, but luckily it's been girls that were wanting to hook up, and I was like, well, it would make more sense if they were in clown makeup because I was down for the clowning. It's like, were you in the bathroom? I was telling Taz what happened to me a couple of weeks ago, where a girl stole my number.
Okay.
Were you there for that? Or was that when you were in the bathroom?
I think I was in the bathroom. Today, I was in the bathroom or helping my friend who never did get that air conditioner. He says it's not there. So somehow I feel like I'm going to be shit out of the money. I don't know why. I just feel like that being good, the good gesture I made is going to come back to bite me in the ass.
But what I was telling Taz about, and I swear it was last week while you were in the bathroom or checking windows or something, because I don't remember you chiming in at all. Either you were captivated or you weren't on the screen.
I probably was not on the screen.
Yeah. But so it's like basically a 3-part story. So for anyone tuning in today, to the thousands of people tuning into my bullshit show, here you go.
Yeah, here we are. We're like Mr. Beast.
We're Mr. Beast today. We're the Mr. Beast show. So what happened is this, and it's a long story, and this is another reason why I know I can't have too many people on the stream, because the stories I have like weekly, very odd stories, but I add a lot of detail, and I can't stand being rushed. If I get rushed by someone that is like, you're going into too much detail, then I just don't want to tell the story.
No,
I
I
just want
want the
to
full story.
yeah,
I do, but
yeah.
I'm gonna stop you because I have to actually rush off. Is that
Oh, you got
okay?
to go now?
I do because you're gonna get into a long story, and
Oh, that's
I
it.
don't want to blow it. I don't want to. I'm sorry.
I want to tell it to
I want to
someone that's
hear it.
on the stream,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna save it,
Can you
and I
save it
just
for me? Can you
yeah, I'm
save
gonna
it for
save
me?
it for you.
I
So
want it.
if you wanna do it, and again we're going, but remember we're gonna actually be live. There could be people watching, so be dressed.
Well, this is dressed. This is dressed. I mean, this is just I changed out of what I was wearing, but this is my like. Okay, let's. I like this top actually. This is comfortable. I gotta do some wash. This was my like. Let's do wash.
Yeah.
Because I had gym pants on, right? Because Dan had some goal up there that if I got what was it like $2 super chat? There was some goal that was I had to do jumping jacks.
Okay.
I guess we didn't. I don't know if he took it away or what. I didn't see it going on. So I put gym pants on to do these jumping jacks. Like if that happened, I was going to be a good sport and do the stunt.
Oh, cool. But yeah.
I don't
But
mean to cut your story off.
you're good.
I gotta just do a couple things. I gotta call that dopey friend of mine, and I gotta get something in my belly. I didn't eat for over a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the same as you. It's like if nobody else sends me the link here in the next little bit, I'm taking a shower and I'm gonna find some place to eat around here.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna zone out because tomorrow, real quick. Now I'm updating you in the audience. I'll be traveling to Chicago for work for
Ooh.
4 days, and I'm just
That's
so.
nice.
So I'll be there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm not doing anyone's show because I'm not taking my face paint with me, and I don't really feel like doing a sunglasses stream. So I'll just, but
You know what? Hold off on it. Like I said, we'll be in touch on Twitter. So
yeah, it's not. I'm gonna have my computers and shit with me, but
and actually, offline, we make sure let's exchange phone numbers, and then I can text. But offline, don't give it to the whole world.
Yeah, I won't. But I mean, I kind of want. I'm the last person anyone wants to stalk. You saw my medicine cabinet. Obviously, I'm as boring as shit right now because I'm on my meds. I'm sorry, guys.
You're not boring in the least. Why do you think I wanted to do shows with you? You're the least boring person.
Well, thank God. Yeah, I swear I get. It's called, it's a syndrome. I call it Brad Armstrong syndrome. He was a wrestler.
Right.
He never really made it. And backstage, everybody said he was the most fun guy to be around and hilarious and funny and yada, yada, yada. But when the lights would go on, he just never could become a character. He was just
kind of froze or something. He just didn't have it. Yeah.
He just didn't have it when the lights were on. But when the lights were off, universally everybody's like, this is the funniest guy. He's so much fun to be around. We just want to hang out with him. And that's part of the curse of the meds with me is like the lights go on and then it's like clam up. It's like I don't feel like I'm able to become Opie Unleashed NYC.
Doggy.
Doggy. I don't feel like I'm able to unleash on NYC.
Well, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna look at play with my EV mugs. I am paying for it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to look at it and figure it out and give it a go and start getting subs on my channel. I like doing it on Dan's channel, and I might continue Sundays on Dan's channel because it's got like sort of a built-in audience. But I need like 50 people to subscribe to mine so that I can actually go Deb Unleashed and do live streams at interesting places.
Oh,
and if I go away, I don't have to bring I don't bring all this, but I bring like this and this and this, and I want to be able to live stream. Like if I end up somewhere interesting, like there's a grocery store called Seed to Table in Naples. Look it up. It's a MAGA grocery store. It's
Oh, okay.
insane. It's insane.
Now I'm
And
not gonna see any MAGA for the next 4 days. I'm like I
oh
was.
yeah, but you know what? You know what you will. You got to watch out for like the riots and stuff.
That's what my
Yeah.
coworker, he didn't send me a video. He basically went live on Facebook or whatever, and he told me, he said, my coworker that works in office full time, he said, listen, doctor, you're gonna have to watch your ass when you come in here. He went downstairs live and went out the lobby, and right outside of the lobby were people jumping up and down on people's cars and shit. You know how the liberal media suppresses that. And like, oh, it's peaceful protest.
Mostly peaceful, mostly fiery.
Peaceful, mostly fiery. Yeah, I'm like, oh God, I gotta wonder if the Uber is going to get me anywhere close to the office when I come in. If they're just going to drop me off at a CVS and go, buddy, figure it out.
Oh God. You know what though? While you're going to Chicago,
yeah.
Do you go to Portillo's? I hear that's wonderful. Portillo's, it's a
That's a hamburger hot dog place.
Yeah, everybody.
I've been there. It's it's wonderful.
I heard it's great. There's one in Tampa. I might drive 2 hours to go to it.
Oh, I recommend it. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Italian beef sandwich is fine. The hamburgers are very good, but yeah, the main event is the hot dogs. The hot dogs are absolutely fabulous. You got to get the chili dog one though. That one's to me, that one's the main event of the hot dogs that they have there. But yes, go there. It's worth it. Yes.
Yeah.
I know I don't want to keep you, and we talk a lot, but like send me. I'm gonna DM you my number so we can stay in.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll get a message quicker. I'm on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, same.
Especially now with the streaming and like talking to different people and stuff. But texting, I like that, like perks me up, because I don't know who it could be, and I always check it. But I didn't mean. I hope you don't think I'm rude that I didn't.
No, not at all. I'm just happy you jumped on for a minute.
Sure.
You give me a chance to actually talk to someone.
Yeah.
And it's all fun. This is like I said, it's like this is the whole reason. Like when you started talking about maybe doing something a year ago, I was like, man, just a couple of friends talking, because I consider you a friend.
I consider you a friend, yeah, definitely.
And because I mean, my number is not really out there; only a handful have it.
Right.
But like, just a couple of people talking just gives someone that's stuck at home that maybe, I wouldn't say nonverbal isn't the right thing, but maybe they're not the most sociable person that doesn't,
right.
It gives you a distraction. I mean, think of all the shows that you loved to listen to a couple of years ago, and now you just can't. I've not watched a Your Mom's House podcast in years because I just have fatigue from it.
I get fatigued from things quickly. I do. Yeah. I do. And like I said, nothing against Shuli Network or anything, but I got sick of Uncle Rico, and I got sick of Stuttering John. It's like, all right, I've seen pretty much everything he does, and I'm kind of more fascinated now about like Chad.
Yeah.
And things with Chad. But you move on, you move on. And I try out different shows. I never really watched Tukey. I watched him yesterday. Oh, he's pretty good. I never really watched Potato. Oh, he's good. And Win by Two, I like it. Nobody likes onions. And I don't, people are all around teams. So they're like, oh, I don't like Shuli. I don't like Patrick Melton. I don't like this. And I don't want you to like that either. We're all on these teams. No, I watch what I want.
Yeah, just watch whatever.
I watch Who Are These Podcasts when they're covering something I'm interested in. And I like though that we all work together. I like that, like all of us, like chatters that sort of started to do this, all help each other out. It is overall a good community.
It is. I mean, some people I'm sure like the Ashley Cummings of the universe don't think so, but I'm like, man, you've led a charmed life, because the Dabbleverse chatters are not even close to the worst shit I've ever seen. I mean, 9 out of 10 Dabbleverse chatters are chill, and we're just here to bust balls. There is that one random, like that one random you had last week that you had to completely block
from your
Well,
channel.
that was I had to for what they were trying to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I didn't even mean to ban the guy today. I hit the wrong button. I was a victim of my, ineptness of blocking and banning. And I even said like, sorry,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, 9 out of 10 of us are all just ball busting and having some fun and talking a little
And
shit.
don't
Well,
chip
1 out of 10 is an honest to God pure dickhead that should be
right.
shoo flied out of here. But
Yeah.
but that's nothing as bad as I've seen in like pro wrestling
Yeah. And I
forums.
look at
Video,
this.
yeah.
This is like pro wrestling, Harley. This is like the same kind of. A lot of the wrestling fans are in here.
Oh
And
yeah, most
and
of us are.
and shock jocks and all that. So it's a lot of bullshit, radio wars, chipping each other. You go meet any of these people in person, and most of them, everybody I've met's been nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say the biggest dickhead I met was Kevin.
Oh yeah, I'd have liked to have witnessed that.
That was kind of funny. It doesn't bother me.
In the moment, I'm sure it did a little bit, but after the fact, you're like, man, I got a story out of that.
I love it. I don't take it personal either. I don't take it Kevin personal. He's got sort of. We laugh. We love when he says like, we didn't make any money or
didn't make any money.
You didn't make any money. You had Ashley Cummins on, and you made zero. It's funny. It's just that, like, we get a kick out of it. It's fun. It's just supposed to be fun. When it's not fun, then don't do it.
In a weird way, I guess from the interviews I've had with therapists and whatever, and I'm like trying to use that knowledge on other people. In a weird way, Kevin supports all of us because even when he talks shit about some of some of the shows, he's mentioning it on the biggest show. So if he really hated somebody, he wouldn't even mention their name or hint around that they even exist. Like, I mean, if there was like some random chatter out there, the Eradicator 666 that I truly hated, I'd never mention them. They would be like, like on Twitter, they'd be muted and I would not even know they exist. And if anyone ever brought up something that they said to me, I just wouldn't even reply. It's like, but he brings up all these shows. So he's bringing a kind of an audience in a way. Yeah. And I'm wondering if this is almost like an evil genius sort of thing that he kind of does.
Some of it is. I think some of it is. He always manages to be in the middle of drama it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Is it luck? He plays like the boomer guy, but I think like he's a smart man. I mean, and I think sometimes he gets things arranged, and that's what I think. Like Pat last night beat Kevin at his own game because this is what Kevin would have wanted. This Mazzy Mr. Kill.
Yeah.
Oh. I think Kevin was pissed he didn't have it. I could tell,
Well, yeah, because he sent out a couple of tweets to Mr. Kill. He's like,
He
said something like, "Ask Pat Dixon if you have his permission to blah blah blah." He said something like that out earlier.
And he was trying to get Gilly because he wanted to stick it to Pat, and he wasn't. But I mean, God, Pat was amazing the way he handled these two and facilitated this and really got to the core of it. It was a master class in interviewing. Yeah, it was like a classic interview. But Dr. Harley, I'm gonna.
You have to officially go for real now.
I got an ant spray. Cut me. But
okay.
But we'll talk. I'm home, so you can talk to me and send me your info.
I'll send you my info, and we'll stay in touch. And and just enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
I will. Like I said, if you want to chat, I'm gonna probably watch some shows. I gotta eat, man. I didn't eat for 24 hours. Shit, I'm hungry now.
Because you brought up that Portillo's, we have one down here. It's literally 5 minutes for me. I'm probably if I can clean my face off good enough, I'm gonna go there and grab me some hot dogs later.
Oh, you know what I gotta tell you?
What's that?
I don't let people go either.
No, I don't either.
You were talking about when you were talking about the car and the tires, that's where like we started first, I think, chatting. You met Kumia. I went to one of the Kumia things that's censored, And then you went and we liked on each other's pictures. And then I remember you got a new car, and I'm not going to dox it, but a really cool car that I like. Yeah. And then we started sort of like liking on each other's stuff. And then somehow we ended up here, but we really met through Kumia.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because I saw him at the End Racism tour that he did through Dallas, and that was a blast. And it was like right at that time. I mean, that was like 2022.
It was the first one they did. I went to the very first one in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
And that was great. And I feel bad. I didn't get a picture with Josh Denny.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Josh Denny got let me spend more time with Kumi.
I could have got more pictures, and that was the thing I try to explain. It's like if you ever get a chance to ever see him perform live again, I don't know if he will because he's had that heart thing. I don't know if that's a factor or not.
They're doing the tour now.
They are. Oh, I didn't know. I'm so loopy.
Yeah, they did a new one. They might be coming your way, or they were going to I think it's coming up. I think it might be at the Vulcan.
I'll have to look. If it's so, again, I'll go because when you meet him in person, man, he doesn't try to rush you off or anything. He stayed and talked to me for like a good 10 minutes straight, and at no point. And I am very hypersensitive to I don't try to keep people. I would never, I don't know how to put this, but I can tell when someone doesn't want to talk anymore.
Right.
And he was engaged and we were having fun. And I got all the Kumia laughs that you've heard on
to hear it
God,
for
it felt
real.
good.
Oh God, to hear it for real. I have a video. You know what? I got to find it. I have a video. Bunch of us went, it was Kumia, Ryan Katsu.
Okay.
And then I met there's somebody on Twitter. She's a Gavin Censored fan. Sweet Kelly.
Okay, I've heard that name around.
I recognized her in the bathroom, and I was like, "Are you Sweet Kelly?" And
and imagine if it wouldn't have been. It's like, what the fuck, lady? Are you hitting on me in the bathroom? Are you Sweet Kelly? I want some of that. Sweet.
I think I know. I was like, "Are you Sweet Kelly from Twitter?"
But in person, I got to hear his Stuttering John impression.
Oh, nice!
Whatever the hot topic of Stuttering John that was that week, he did an impression. Talking about touching my kids or something like that.
Nodak wants me to stay. Maybe later I'll come back if you're bored. But I definitely got to get some fuel in the tank. I have it's been 24 hours, and now we're talking about Portillo's. And now I'm like, where's the Google? Where's the hot dog place here? But I do want to talk to Nodak about. I was stationed, like I'm in the military here.
Stationed,
deployed. I was saying, but I put there. I don't know. I was in Minot. I loved Minot. I stayed in the Hampton Inn and Suites, and I like those.
Great. Yeah.
And I was there several times. I was probably there a total a month. Across from the bowling alley. And I ate dinner. I ate at the bowling alley a couple times. Mm-hmm. And then where else did I have to? They had a shuttle bus. So I just had the guy, it was like my Uber. I went to the Irish bar, Nodak. I went to the Irish bar a lot in Minot. And then there was another bar. Yes, why not Minot? I used to call it Minot. It's French, like Tarzan.
It's a wine.
Yes, let me have some Minot. But I've been on with you an hour and 13 minutes. That's awesome. And
I'm getting my watch hours. Thanks, Deb.
You're getting them. You're going to get 4,000 hours just from me. Hey guys, hey Nodak, hit the like and subscribe.
Unless the rest of you are using some sort of VPN to block that you're counted as a viewer. If you come to it after the fact, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. But you know what will help the channel grow more? Giving me your money in that Venmo there so I can buy more of this shit.
You know what though? They like the super chats, because they like to see it on the screen. And I get so excited. I really do. And I would put them up when I would work. When I go on with Dan, I typically work the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
And this way he could concentrate. But I get fixated because that's what I'm a chatter.
Yeah.
I'm a chatter. That's where I came from. So I'm used to chatting. And I get like, I can't stop. I look at the chatter and yes, Ebenezer's. That place is great. And I ordered a beer the first day. They're like, do you want the large? I go, oh yeah. It's 36 ounces. It's half a pitcher of beer in a ginormous mug.
Holy shit, that's
Yes.
awesome.
I had the shepherd's pie. I had the corned beef and cabbage. I love that place. I was actually looking at flying out there because I love North Dakota, believe it or not. And
Really?
if Florida, yeah, I know. Look, I looked at your eyes. It was just cool. I was out in let's see, Stanley. That was I in the middle of nowhere? Stanley, North Dakota. I was thinking about what kind of job. I got phone numbers of people in the energy industry. I kind of networked,
Okay.
but I want to figure out where I fit. Florida jobs pay for shit. Seriously.
Oh, really? Okay.
Florida is expensive. I call it Florifornia. Okay. It's not cheap where I live, but then the jobs are like, best I can do is 17 an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For skilled technical, skilled work. So I was just like, I'm waiting, hopefully getting another contract to go back out in November, and I'll see where they send me. And I'll just pack up and I'll bring my stuff, my basic stuff.
Yeah, well, I've moved a lot too, and you just have to make that decision. I'm like, I'm gonna keep some of this or ditch 90% of it.
I gotta ditch 90%. I mean, that was the thing. I'm going through sort of stuff. I mean, it's not. I'm like looking at stuff in the closet, and I have like I have some big closets here, and I'm like looking at I live in Florida. I have all these hoodies and all this stuff, and I brought all my winter. I didn't bring all. I gave a lot of stuff away, but I brought stuff because I said I never know where I'm going to end up.
Yeah,
I want to keep enough to be in any climate, but I don't mean I would go away yet from here because I like my house and everything. But it's more than I really need. I don't need this house is bigger than I need. I could make another podcast room, but I have it as a guest room. But I thought about it. I have a smaller room, and I said, if this really did better or well, I would maybe set that up as a podcast room.
Oh, okay.
But like you, I'm not going to do crazy stuff at this point yet. This is just fun.
Yeah, you don't want to invest thousands of dollars into a room and then you end up moving. Then you're out that money.
Oh, I'd be ripping down the foam or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, I'd be like flattening it out to keep it,
Yeah, like I'm saying, it's like, if AI doesn't end up taking, all of our jobs and stuff, it's like, I'm pretty much gonna stay right here because it's about as cheap as you're gonna get, plus you're around jobs that pay money. I don't work in Texas. I work out of Chicago.
Right.
But if something happened, it wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be anything to brag about, but I could, I could end up working by the end of the week, $20 an hour doing something not cool. It might be Target or something, but
there's no shame in any job.
So no, there is not. You're working,
I'll tell you though, I couldn't work at places like Amazon where they're counting you. I'm not good at being timed. I never was, even as a kid. They would tell you had so much time to take the test, and I'd freeze.
Yeah,
because of the clock, and I don't like being timed. I'll do a job very well. Just give me the job and leave me alone to do it.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's as bad as what it's been painted out to be, but I understand it's almost like the delivery drivers and stuff. Every single thing they do is timed.
They're watched too.
Yeah, they're watched hard.
I don't want to be watched driving. I don't want to somebody at corporate seeing me sneeze.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Rub my nose. hit a vape, whatever. I don't want a camera like this on me. I mean, I was like, "Are we live? Are we live?" You know, I'm very hyper aware. And okay, I'm on now. So try to keep, make the bed, be respectable. This was a quick, like, let's jump on.
Yeah.
I had like a thin nightgown on before, and I was like, well, and I almost came on. Nothing.
And I wasn't that caught. I'm like, she's on in a nightgown.
It was conservative that I could have got away with. Honestly, I could get away with it. I could wear it. It looks like a little dress. It's not any big deal. But I said, no, let me just put this on. I got stuff I want to do. I have to take out the garbage and all that good stuff. But I'm really gonna go this time.
You gotta really go this time.
I'm really gonna go. Goodbye, Nodak.
Goodbye, Nodak. Goodbye, the thousands of other people using the VPN.
Yes. This is like Art Bell. We're talking out into the ether, coast to coast radio. But Nodak, one more thing, see, because I can't go. Nodak, you know what city I didn't like? I didn't like Williston. It was an ugly city. I didn't like it a lot, but I kept eating at that place. I was in the Holiday Inn, maybe. Bye, Nodak. See, he said bye, so I'm gonna go. So bye, Harley. He's even done with me. He's
done. He's like, shut the hell up. I've been nice enough to them today.
He's been loyal, so he's like, I got to get out of here. So farewell till we talk on Twitter and text in a few minutes.
Exactly. All right, everybody, have a good day. I'm also tired of being on camera too. So if anyone's watching this in the future, this is where the show ends. Good day. Good day.